What up? This is my top 10 players for the Lions that I think that's going to break out this season. I ain't going to say they're going to be phenomenal, but they're going to break out. They're going to have a really good season. Well, some of them is going to break out. Some of them going to have really good seasons. Some people that's overlooking these players. Um, this in no particular order. It's just 10 players. It's in no particular order. So, first player, Marvin Jones. People hating on Marvin Jones a lot. People talking shit about Marvin Jones. To my old Heat. And every time I watch a Lions like video, like on the website, on Lions website, or I watch it on TV or whatever the fuck, they always ask about how is you going to replace Calvin Johnson's production. Every time they ask him a question, they always bring up Calvin Johnson. That shit pisses me the fuck off. I'm fucking tired of that shit, by the way. If you watch this shit, it never fails. TMZ asked this motherfucker that shit. Uh, uh, Other news outlets asking that shit. The media always ask one of the questions. That I guarantee you, at least one interview, they gonna always ask, how is you gonna replace the production of the Calvin Johnson? So, did you look up the Calvin Johnson? They always ask something about Calvin Johnson to him, and that shit pisses me off. And I bet you that pisses him off too. I'm tired of this shit, and he should be tired of that shit. Fuck, and that's why I think he got an extra chip on his shoulder. He gonna prove to you motherfuckers. He gonna prove to everybody. He gonna have a chip on his shoulder. He gonna prove to all y'all that he can do this shit. He gonna have 1,000-yard season, man. He should have had one last year if he ain't had AJ McCarron as a fucking quarterback. But yeah, like I could see him having 1,000-yard season. And they raving about him in OTAs and shit, talking about he look hungry and shit, talking about he looking aggressive, looking like he ready to play right now. And I can see it. I know he is. He should be shit. Especially when the media consistently keep asking you about fucking Calvin Johnson in any way, shape, or capacity. How do you like Calvin Johnson when you was going to Georgia Tech and all this shit? How do you like how can you replace Calvin Johnson's production? Will you be the next Calvin Johnson? Like, I know he get tired of that shit, so I think he's gonna bust everybody's ass for that reason. That's my first breakout player. The next breakout player is TJ Jones. I think this year is the year. I think he's hungry. I think he tired of this shit. As far as like not getting no PT. Well, he got PT towards the end of last year because of Corey Fuller was so fucking horrible. And Lance Moore was so fucking horrible. So he got more PT. I'm like, he should have been replaced Lance Moore. Lance Moore is too fucking old. He's too slow. And sometimes he runs the wrong fucking routes. Leaves him in the interceptions and shit. So yeah. I think TJ Jones, I always thought he had potential coming out of Notre Dame 2 years ago. And this year he's gonna really show what he's capable of in both the special teams and in the offense. He's gonna show what he can do. I bet you this right now. He's gonna have at least 500 receiving yards. 500. 500 or better. They're gonna use him as like a gadget type of receiver. A guy in the slot. Catching bubble screens and shit. They're gonna use him as in that type of way. They're not gonna use him deep downfield. Not really. So he's another breakout player for me. Next breakout player for me is Taylor Decker. I know he's a rookie. I don't know what side he's going to play on, but I think Taylor Decker, he's better than anything we had last year at the offensive line. He better than Cornelius Lucas garbage ass. Lucas is fucking trash as fuck. He's horrible. He one of the worst offensive linemen I ever seen in my life. And I'm not playing either. He is one of the worst offensive linemen I ever fucking seen. Then on top of that, they had Adrian Weddle there. He was fucking horrible too. I don't know. He gonna play at the right tackle position or the left tackle position. But it doesn't matter. It's an upgrade either way you put it. It doesn't fucking matter. Because he's better than what we had last year. So I see him having a breakout season. The next player that tunes into Taylor Decker is Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah gonna have a breakout season. I know he's injured right now. I know he missing OTAs and shit, but they said he's gonna be back by training camp. Ever since that leg room surgery in the shoulder, that shoulder surgery he had in January, and I didn't even know he had fucking surgery. Damn, that's when you know players try to keep that shit quiet. But yeah, man, he gonna be back by training camp as they say he is. Um, I mean, shit. I see him breaking out this year. Like, I don't know if he gonna still be our kick returner. I don't know. Because this guy can make motherfuckers miss. I don't know if he gonna be our kick returner or goddamn Jeremy Curley. But I can see him contributing in some way. So yeah, that's my breakout player. Abdullah gonna get 1,000. He should get 1,000. Especially with the offensive lineman we drafted. We drafted offensive linemen. They got mean streaks, nasty as fucking, ready to fucking fight with the defensive line. So yeah. The next player I see breaking out, Lincoln Tomlinson. Lincoln Tomlinson gonna break out. Well, Taylor Decker, whatever, fuck it. Let me get back to Taylor Decker. The reason why I like the Lions pick with Taylor Decker is because he brings that nasty streak. Because I thought, and he brings leadership. This offensive line was too fucking soft last year. They was soft as fucking marshmallows. This is why Stafford was getting sacked. They was too fucking soft. So they got tougher at that position. Now, back to Lincoln Tomlinson, my next breakout player. Last year, he had his growing pains and shit. I get it. And then sometimes he couldn't block two fucking defenders. They couldn't block two defenders because of goddamn motherfucking Riley Reef missing assignments and shit, missing his blocks and shit, or getting blown off the ball. You know what I'm saying? Either one of the two, mainly getting blown off the ball. They knocking him on his ass and shit. And then Tomlinson had to block two motherfuckers, and then he can't block both of their ass, so Stafford getting fucked up. So that's basically what it is. I see Tomlinson doing pretty well this season. Next player that I think is going to break out is Anthony Zettel. I know he's coming off the bench and all this shit. But let's face it, people. It doesn't matter. Actually, he might actually contend for that starting position because I'm not sold at Devin Taylor being the starter yet, even though he has a chance to become one. But they're gonna be in rotation, man. Anthony Zettel, look, this guy, yeah, he's a 6th rounder, but I think he's gonna be a steal in this draft. He's gonna be a steal. This guy is he's a fucking beast. Like, and he's from Michigan. He was born in Michigan. He grew up as a Lions fan. And also he played for Penn State Lions, right? And he was a fucking monster. This dude used to wreak havoc. He uses his hands well. They have videos of him fucking tackling trees and shit. They got this guy getting interceptions and shit, like for a defensive end getting interceptions. This guy sacking motherfuckers. This guy stopping the run. I think he's a better run stuffer. This guy, and that's the medicine that the defense needs right now. A run stuffing defensive end, man. And he fits the mold on our defense. We got to be able to stop the run this year, man, for real. And Anthony Zettel, I think that's why we drafted him. He's a good run stopper. Because the fucking defense was too fucking soft. Especially up the middle, man. That's why teams was running all up on our ass last year. They ran up and down on our fucking defense. And he's going to help. Next player I think that's going to break out this year is, well, I ain't going to say all these players are going to break out, but they're going to have solid seasons, you know what I'm saying, at least. Devin Taylor, man. I think Devin Taylor, he's going to be hungry. I think this is my 8th player I named. Devin Taylor, I expect him to get at least 8 to 10 sacks if he get enough playing time. I expect 8 to 10 sacks out of this guy, possibly more, probably 11. But I expect him at least get 8 to 10 sacks this season. I just do because after last year and all the bullshit, I think he's hungry, man. This team hungrier than you think. I think they ready to fucking win right now. Well, I ain't gonna literally right now, but right now, I think their mindset is they want to win. You know, and I think Jim Caldwell, this can be the curtain call for his season. I don't think fucking Bob Quinn is fucking around. I don't think he playing with these motherfuckers. Yeah, he kept Caldwell, but he gotta perform well this season, man. And I think this team gonna be fucking killing people. if we don't win at least 9, 10 games this year, he's gone. I think he might be seriously out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Bob Quinn fucking around. I really believe that shit. So I think Devin Taylor gonna be a fucking beast. Next breakout player, Darius Slay. Darius Slay is the next breakout player. I don't know how many players I fucking named already. Taylor Decker, Tomlinson, Abdullah, Marvin Jones, T.J. Jones, Anthony Zettel, Devin Taylor. Okay, that's 7. Next player I see breaking out is Darius Slay. That's 8th. Darius Slay. I think this is his contract year, his contract season. And yeah, I think he's gonna ball, man. I think he's gonna have 4 picks. He's easily one of the top 5 corners in the league, in my opinion. Pro Football Focus think he one of the top corners in the NFL. Reason why he don't get a lot of love because he don't get a lot of interceptions. That's the only reason why. Ike Taylor didn't get a lot of interceptions either, and he didn't get a lot of love when he was in his prime. But Ike Taylor was one of the best corners in the NFL. So is Darius Slay. Darius Slay, he one of the best corners in the NFL. He know how to stay with his receivers and deflate balls and shit. So he does his fucking job. Nah, he do show off and he do gloat a little bit. He cocky a little bit. But who gives a fuck if he's showing it on the field? You know what I'm saying? The Lions need somebody like that. They need some cockiness. They need some nastiness on their team, man. They need some personalities sometime, man. All these fucking church boys and shit. They need somebody with some mean streaks and shit. Darius Slay, I think he's gonna have a breakout season. I think Glover Quinn's low key. I think he low key called his ass out because he said the reason why Slay isn't getting the love like that is because I think he challenging him to get more interceptions. You know, I think he's gonna get at least 4 this year for real. He only have 4 picks. This team gonna be fucking destructive. Now the next player I see breaking out is I say Tahir Whitehead. The reason why I say Tahir Whitehead is because I know he's not the greatest run stuffer in the world as far as a linebacker. He is a little on the smaller side, not far as like his length, but far as like his weight wise. He's more of a Sam or a Wheel type of linebacker. But I see him breaking out this year. I think he really want to play the middle linebacker position. He's athletic. I think he could play that position. Because Tulloch, I think his days is over. Tahir Whitehead, I see him getting 4 interceptions. This defense going to be a top 10 unit. I don't give a fuck. This defense going to be a top. No, I didn't say top 10. Between top 10 and top 15 unit. They're going to be at least a decent defense, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be garbage on defense again. I don't see this defense being that bad. You know? And they added some pieces to it. But if they wanted to get better, they should have. Now, the last breakout player that I have for this season is Matthew Stafford. I know I'm not saying he's going to throw for 5,000 yards. I'm not saying that shit. He's not throwing for 5,000 again. He's not doing that shit. As a matter of fact, he won't even throw for 48,000. He probably barely throw for 4,000. Probably lower than that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Lions will run the football more this year, for real. They're going to be more of a running team. I mean, he is going to throw the ball. Yeah, he is. He's going to throw that bitch. You got Matthew Stafford. When you got Matthew Stafford, you know you're going to get the fucking ball. But I'm just saying, like, I think he's going to break out this year. I think Stafford pissed off of last season. He mad as fuck. I know he's pissed. And there was a bunch of games that he got fucked over. Like the Seahawks game and the goddamn Packers game. Got getting fucked over and shit. And I know in that Packers game, he threw a fucking fit. That dude lost it. He damn near lost it. He got pissed off, throwing shit, throwing his hat off his head, throwing fucking Gatorades and shit. I know he was mad as fuck. So I think Stafford got a huge chip on his shoulder right now. The NFL is doubting his abilities. The fucking media talking shit about Matthew Stafford, and they doubting his fucking abilities to fucking win without Calvin Johnson. Even with Calvin Johnson, we still won't win that many fucking games, people. So shut that bullshit the fuck down. I think he's gonna step up. I think he's gonna bust some people's asses. The Lions gonna be a lot better than people think they are. I know last year they lost a bunch. They lost 2 or 3 games off some bullshit. Even the fucking Denver Broncos game, they got fucked over. When Demaryius Thomas fumbled that goddamn ball and his ass ain't even touched the fucking ground, and the ball came out before his body hit the ground and shit, and they tackled his ass and they called his shit off. And Quandre Diggs didn't get the fucking touchdown. That bullshit. That shit. They got fucked over in 3 games last year. 3 fucking games. So, yeah, man. I think Stafford, he just got a big-ass chip on his shoulder, man. People down his abilities. He going to step the fuck up. He going to make everybody look fucking retarded. Except for me, because I ain't down his abilities. I know he could be a top 5 quarterback in the league when he has time to throw the fucking ball. And if you don't think that shit, then watch the fucking games and watch when the offensive line blocks for this motherfucker and see how he pick your defense apart. He would embarrass your ass if he get time to throw the ball. I don't give a fuck what ranked defense you are. He will pick your shit apart. And I think he's going to break out this year, man. And those are my breakout players for this season, man. I expect Stafford to at least have 4,000 yards again. At least maybe 4,300 yards. And maybe I say Stafford going to have at least 35 touchdowns. But that's it, man. That's all I have to say in my video. Let me know what you think your breakout players of the season going to be. Peace. Shout out to by the way, shout out to East One LB. He the one requested this video. He the one asked me to do this video. Shout out to you. Oh yeah, I might as well shout out to all the Detroit One Power Riders, 313 Hitman, Everything King, Dante Chase, the Ace Taker. You know, shout out to y'all. Peace. Oh yeah, Yasmin Green and Sports Warehouse. Shout out to you too. Now, peace.